So you're thinking about moving to Tucson, Arizona, and you're looking for homes on the east side or the northeast side. Well, you're in luck because today we're going to show you one of the east side's best neighborhoods and talk about what makes it so great. Let's get to it. If you're new to this channel and want to learn everything from A to Z about living in Tucson, AZ, then click subscribe and tap that bell for notifications so you can be the first to learn about the current market in Tucson, Arizona. Hi, I'm Dustin Smith. My wife Jennifer and I have helped hundreds of people just like you move to and from Tucson, Arizona. So whether you're moving in 12 days, 12 weeks, or 12 months, give us a call, shoot us a text or an email so we can help you make that smooth move to Tucson, Arizona. So today we're checking out Silverado Hills on Tucson's east side. Now, Silverado Hills is actually conveniently located east of Howden, and it's mostly between 22nd and Speedway. Now, there's about 500 homes in the community, and it was mostly built in the early 90s. Now, there's a lot of stuff nearby, and one of the great things is, it's technically the city of Tucson, but it really starts to feel like you're outside of the city when you look around. Coming out right here, looking behind me, this is just one of the neighborhoods within Silverado Hills. There's a lot of desert space around here, and it being called Silverado Hills, I mean, there definitely are some hills and washes in the area too. So you've got space for wildlife, a little bit of green space, nice areas to go out and just explore nature or appreciate the beauty of nature and have some beautiful mountain views. When you're this far north and this far east, you're gonna have views of both the Rincon Mountains and the Catalina Mountains. So definitely something to appreciate. And since we're right outside of the city, it's not gonna take you any time to get to those amenities that you wanna get to. So in fact, right here, basically in Silverado Hills at Broadway and Howden, there's a couple nice shopping plazas right there. So there's a Safeway grocery store that's quite nice. In the same plaza right there, you got the Subway sandwich shop, Magpie's Pizza, and then across the street right there in the same area, you've got a couple good restaurants there. Mama's Pizza, fantastic for a dine-in slice, or if you want to get a super large pizza, they've got those family-sized pizzas that are just way too big. You see people try to fit those things in their car, and it can be a disaster. And one of our favorite restaurants right there is Hops Sports Bar and Grill. If you're gonna stop in there, definitely recommend getting an Italian beef. And also, coming out this far east, you might be worried that, you don't have some easy access entertainment nearby, but there is actually a really nice movie theater right there in that plaza. It's Galaxy Theaters. We actually love taking our kids there. They have the luxury recliners, they've got food, great popcorn, and all the newest movies there. And one of the greatest things about this location is actually its proximity to Saguaro National Park East. Now, I mentioned we're pretty close to the Rincons over there, and the Saguaro National Park East is really gonna run through those Rincon Mountains. So there's some good trailheads that are 5 to 10 minutes from here, depending on where you want to go. So beautiful trailheads at the end of Speedway, heading east, Broadway, and then the main visitor center is near Escalante and Old Spanish Trail, and that's probably the furthest one from here, and that's about maybe less than 15 minutes away right there. That's a good spot. You can go talk to the rangers, during business hours. They can give you some great information, maps and everything. If you already know your way around, you have that information and you just kind of want to go hit some trails. One of the most popular trails, if you're up for a good hike, is Bridal Wreath Falls Trail. Definitely nice to hit after we have some good water flow. Today it's 107 degrees out peaking. That's why I'm hiding out underneath a tree. Forgive me for that. So probably not a great day for people to go hiking, and plus it's a little windy. But on the plus side of all of that, we're expected to have some thunderstorms. We might actually have our first monsoon storm of the season today, which would be amazing. So now that you know a little bit about Silverado Hills, where it's at, you probably want to know a little bit about the housing in the area. So as it stands currently, the entry-level price point for Silverado Hills is $379,000. Now, I know we did a video about a year ago, and the starting price point was about $300,000. So stuff does pop up underneath the 379,000. It's pretty hard to get close to that 300 right now. But if you keep an eye on the market, you will see stuff definitely underneath the 379. And on the high end of Silverado Hills, there was actually a home that just went under contract at listed at $620,000. So we're gonna go take a look around. We're gonna show you basically the spread of what is for sale or being sold in Silverado Hills. Let's go. So the first home we're checking out today is that entry-level price point for pretty much all of Silverado Hills right now. It was built in 1990, listed at $379,000, 1,434 square foot, 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home. So this house is on 0.12 acres, and it's actually just beautiful. It's a north-facing backyard, so you're gonna be able to look out towards those Catalina Mountains right out the backyard of that. That is not bad for the lowest priced home in the neighborhood. And then, you know, down the street off to the east, we've got those rincons that I was talking about. So mountain views all over the place. Now I wanted to point out, and a lot of you might be aware about this, but in like the late 80s and early 90s, there were a lot of homes that had these polybutylene pipes and they were prone to failure. So we actually helped a friend buy a house in the neighborhood not too long ago. And it, you know, the seller definitely knew that it had the polybutylene pipes in there. So we were able to negotiate a credit for them to help take care of the polybutylene pipes. So they actually got that done right away, peace of mind going into the future. So a lot of homes have already had those changed out, but if you're looking for a home in Silverado Hills, you definitely want to ask about those poly pipes. So we got a couple more houses to check out. Let's keep rolling. All right, the second home we're checking out today, we're jumping up into that $450,000 price range, and you're actually gonna get quite a bit more for this. So this home is 2,243 square foot on 0.17 acres. So all the way around, you've got more space. Even the garage, we've got a 3-car garage right here. So more storage space, more space for the cars as well. Another nice thing about this home in particular is that it does have a pool, it does have mature landscaping, and it's a little bit newer. So it's built in 1995 instead of that first home we looked at being built in 1990. And you know, 1995 was still a while ago, so they have done some remodeling in there. I do know that they've remodeled the kitchen completely. So you've got brand new granite countertops in there, stainless steel appliances. They did a really good job about that. And going back to mature landscaping, so landscaping, it's actually one of my favorite things about neighborhoods that have been around a while. You get some of those larger trees, some, actually custom effects. Different homeowners over time have put their touch on the homes and kind of made them all a little more unique than what they look like when the builder originally put them in. And big, tall trees definitely help. So this mesquite tree right here is absolutely massive. It's 107 degrees out. So it's casting a nice shade umbrella, making it a little bit more comfortable and hopefully preventing my phone from overheating right now. I mean, just like, look at how crazy this mesquite tree is, the knots in that thing, the bark, and the overall just umbrella of shade that this tree is casting, just making the home overall more appealing and more comfortable. What I do want to say about big trees like this and landscaping, especially in the front yard, is if you're buying a home like this, we're always going to recommend that you get a sewer scope. And if you're buying a home with us, we'll definitely remind you to do that. But no matter who you're buying a home with, if you see big trees in the area and you know where the sewer lines are at, you're going to want to get a sewer scope. You can save yourself a big headache by just making sure that the roots haven't tapped into those sewer lines or caused any kind of damage to it. So yeah, we've got one more house to go check out today. Let's get to it. So the third and final home we're checking out of the day is the one listed at $620,000 that was on the market for about 3 weeks and is already under contract. Now this is a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 2,057 square foot home. So it's actually a little bit smaller than that last home we were checking out, but it is a single story and it has completely modern updates throughout the home. So one of the best things about the home though, of course, is the backyard. The total yard size right here is 0.37. So by far it is the biggest yard of the day that we've checked out for homes in Silverado Hills. And that is really where they put all of their love into this home at, or maybe not all of it, but a lot of love into that backyard. So you have a great big gazebo back there. You've got an extended covered patio and the pool. So you've got a spa and a pool that are just absolutely gorgeous back there. And you've got multi-tiered landscaping, so different levels out there. View fencing to continue looking out into the desert. This home is just overall just well loved, taken care for, and tastefully updated. So there's no wonder that it went so quick and is trying to take Silverado Hills to new heights. So I hope you enjoyed digging a little bit deeper into Silverado Hills today. If you have any questions, we'd love to hear about it in the comments below, or you can reach out to us directly. Our contact information is in the description. And if you or someone you know is looking to move to or from Tucson, Arizona, we'd love to hear from you. You can use that same contact information to reach out to us about buying and selling homes in the Tucson area. And if you haven't already, click that subscribe, tap the bell for notifications, and give us a like if you liked the video. We look forward to hearing from you. Again, thank you for watching today's video, and we'll see you on the next one.